Okay, mate, Charles is behind you now. They are faster than you. Do you understand? They are faster than you.
Not for the first time, Ferrari deploying team orders here. Yeah, not surprising. I'm surprised it's happened this late, but then of course it is Ferrari. Yeah, now he does go by. So yeah, that's going to give us extra focus too, which will help us race start. Maybe we'll be able to overtake him here, because of course there's only the one DRS zone here. Yeah, we've got enough ERS to be able to get past 2. So really then, oh for goodness sake, he's gone into the pits. Why, Ferrari? Red flag though has been deployed. The F1 gods have saved the day with a red flag. I mean, I was supposed to be coming into the end of that lap. Here's what happened. It was Sergio Perez all by himself at the corner, and then he decided to have a Spinala. We got a 5-lap sprint to the end. 5 red lights for the second time, and away we go from the race lead, ladies and gentlemen. So, can I keep this lead? I've got a little bit of ERS to play with. Down to turn one, I'm going to take the inside line on Perez. Perez tries to go around the outside. The hand of frustration comes vibrant lights then for the British Grand Prix, and away we go. It's a bit of a poor start by Perez. Russell will take the lead then. Leclerc's been blocked off by Perez, and he's had a slow turn 1 as well. There's a yellow flag behind. Safety car deployed. Wow. As well, Ocon is out of the race. Let's have a look and see what happened with Ocon. And as he goes through turn 1, he's been chopped off by the Red Bull there. Go 4 wide, and that was a Haas in excuse me, I think it was Hulkenberg. Here's Gasly, Ocon's teammate, who none the wiser, going side by side. I think that's Max Verstappen as well. Excuse me. Yes, Verstappen chopping across there on as well. It was Hulkenberg, I think, that's at fault here. Now, I can tell you that the FIA have decided to give Hulkenberg and Verstappen a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision as well. I'm coming in. It's a bit of a risk, but the pit lane is awful here. It's one of the worst pit lanes on the grid, just behind Imola. Hulkenberg's going to come in too. So, yeah, I think I'll be leading. Depends how long the AI stay out for. It's a bit slow, for goodness sake. 4.4 Ferrari. No, absolutely not. As well. But it could be worse, because Max Verstappen is last in this race. Yes, that's right. The man who's won 4 Grand Prix in a row is last in this race, having served his 10-second penalty as well. Here is Hulkenberg then as well. There's Behrman, who's still yet to stop as well. But Hulkenberg will be on for a podium here. His maiden podium, as Behrman finally pits in on the start of lap 10. That's the gap. 16 seconds behind, back to Leclerc. Welcome back to Assetto Corsa Evo, ladies and gentlemen. Really where I'm struggling. There was also a comment about upping the ABS on, for goodness sake. Yeah, let's be honest, a noob like I am on this Assetto Corsa Evo, I'm doing a bit of lawn mowing here, just like turn 1 Mexican Grand Prix. There's a slid through the final corner, but I'm gonna set a lap of it 2 minutes 21. Why? How come at turn 1 Mexico, when they did all their lawn mowing and I forgot to brake? Well, that's gone well. 5 red lights and a bit of a hold, and away we go, and it's eventually on my way. Only the 9 starters, because that's all what my PC can hold. Maximum 28 again. Stop! Oh, I can't stop! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm stuck. Come on, let me go. Things were about to get worse. Lock up. That's the wall. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that front left. It is not pointing in the right way. And it then decided you know what, I'm going to be can flip that on the front right, just like that. Eventually ended up in the pits, well, on the pit entry here, and I tried a bit about, 12,000 reversing maneuvers, and just couldn't line it up with the start finish straight. So the timer went down, and as we have ended the final timer, yeah, I just couldn't get in the straight line. The suspension is broken, really. Well, really for us, as we come down the start finish, what on earth was that? What on earth was that? That is a bizarre glitch. The title of today's video. So I'm coming down the start finish straight, and then I sink into the ground, and then the takeoff. Here's a slow-mo. Sink into the ground here, then take off. Just like going taking off like a rocket. Yeah. Anyway, let me know if you've seen that glitch before in the comments below. I've caught up to the two McLarens. They've swapped around again. Perez this time is there, and it's an easy move, textbook move around the outside of turn 1. Next up is Oscar Piastri, who are going to try and dispatch straight away. Interestingly, look at the gap between the two McLarens and Alonso. It was like over 4.5 seconds before the pit stops. Now it's just 1.9. Down the inside of Oscar Piastri at turn 5. 5 red lights then for the Brazilian Grand Prix here in Sao Paulo at Interlagos. And thank you very much, away we go. It's a poor start by Ollie Behrman there in the Haas. We're going to go up the middle between him and Lawson. Can we go around the outside here at the centre S's? Yes, but don't go too wide as well. Hulkenberg still there on the inside. I think it's actually Bortoletto is going to side by side with Yuki Tsunoda down to turn 4, hopefully to get in front of the Red Bull. Yes, that's a bit crucial as well, because obviously Tsunoda's on the medium tyres. See if we can get Albon, or needs to get in front of him. So we're going to have to send it on Hulkenberg at the last minute. I mean, I think he broke a little bit early there. I don't really know what was going on there with the AI there at that corner, but they definitely were braking a little bit earlier, and that was oh so close, narrowly missing the rear of Hulkenberg's car. You get in front of this lot as well. Now, this is something that I did. I decided to try and get DRS of Norris, and look at that. He's gapped 6/10. That is ridiculous amount of traction. And front lights are out, and a bit of a wait, and away we go. It's a much better start than Stroll and Gas and the Haas. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful start, ladies and gentlemen. Can I send it down the inside of the Haas car? Esteban Ocon. Yes, I can. Now I'm going to be side by side with Ocon. I've got a warning for a caution with Ocon. Going to around the outside. I think that's one of the Gulf Williams cars there. I can't see which one it is. Science. Going to be a bit of a drag race with Science, but Science doesn't know we have the 2019 engine in here. I'm going to think about Piastri there. Nothing doing there, and I'll have to remain outside the points for now. But I've already made up 9 places on the opening sector, and now it is time to unleash the monster that is the 2019 illegal Ferrari engine that we have in the back for today's race, because I mean Piastri is a sitting duck, and that's before DRS is even enabled as well. Tsunoda's had a terrible turn there as well, so we're just going to get him. I mean, I haven't even got DRS, and I've just blown past him as well before we get to DRS, because of course they idiotically shortened the DRS zone, just like they did at all the tracks, especially idiotically at Qatar. Lewis is up next. Can I get in front of Lewis here? He's had a bit of a poor exit there at what is technically the final corner, really, as well. I'm going to have to use a bit of DRS. To the wall, almost! Jesus Christ, almost ended up in the wall there. I'm going to send it down the inside instead at turn 1. Fastest final sector as well. Now I'm going to try and get in front of Isaac Hadjar. Can I get in front of Antonelli as well? Antonelli's just a sitting duck. He has not got DRS. And, you know, even without using overtake, 215 miles an hour. Don't you worry, we'll be unleashing the full power. Yes, he will go past as well, as now I've caught up to Hulkenberg. He's already been destroyed off the podium. Let's do it. Unleashed, look at that speed, 222 miles an hour. Thank you very much. And Russell, I mean, yes, we've caught up to him, but he was miles ahead, and now I'm going to try. I'm not going to fight this on too much. I need to save some ERS to try and bridge that gap up to Norris. I don't want to be stuck fighting Russell through the undercut. May have worked a treat as we just move on to lap 11. 1.5 seconds to Verstappen, and I have jumped Lando Norris. Again, Verstappen's going to come back with DRS. Now I'm going to go side by side through to the middle sector. Verstappen will momentarily take the race lead, but I will have the inside line for the next corner as I go into one of possibly the worst corner on this track as well. Verstappen yield 5 red lights then for one final time in season 1, and lights are out and away we go. It's an okay start, obviously on the hard task, and everyone else in the medium will have better traction. I'm going to try and sit down here on Lando Norris. There was a bit of contact there between myself and Norris as well. I'm going to let yield to Norris. I took too much of that curve there on the inside there. What happened here? Gasly on the outside there, and then, you know, it just did not. None of us really wanted to yield there. We'll have on boards first with Norris. He's just down the inside. I mean, the space was there for me to go in, and then obviously Gasly tried to get him around the outside. Let's have a look at Gasly then. He's just Norris has already lost his front end plate there at this point. And then Gasly is George Russell, the man. We took his front end plate out. He is pitted for another set of halves, interestingly. So not really sure why he's gone for another set of halves. I think he'd have been a lot higher up had he put Williams. Poor Isaac Hadjar. Yet to see the best of him in this career mode. I'm going to send it on both him and George Russell down the inside. Lovely manoeuvre up to P18. I do question whether or not he did actually pit to replace that wing as down the inside there of Ollie Behrman. Next up will be his teammate Esteban Ocon, and look at the drive I'm able to get past. You know, this is why we have the soft tyres. I prefer the softer tyres in this game, because look at that. Yes, we're going to have terrible tyre wear, but in this early stage, you know, there is light and day between these old hard tyres and my fresh soft tyres, you know. And I'd like to see variants from some of the lower AI just to try the strategy, you know, like Alonso did at Zandvoort, as well as down the inside of Lance Stroll there, his teammate, and up to P15 already. Next up will be Liam Lawson. Now we're going to sector 3 though, and I can't get stuck behind them. Down the inside here, it's absolutely sending it a little bit out of control there. Next up, Jack Doohan down the inside here under the hotel. Thank you very much. Up to P13. Next up, Bortoletto. Can I get him through this final corner? Move up to the final corner. Send it down the inside of the final corner. And that's a beautiful set of moves up to P12. Next up, Andrea Kimi Antonelli up to P11 now. Gasly and Alonso are in sight, and it's a much better traction than both of them put together. Gasly moves to the left hand side. I'm going to move to the right hand side, follow Alonso, and send it down the middle of them. Send it down the inside of Fernando Alonso, and back up to P9. Next up will be Nico Hulkenberg. As we move into the hotel section, I can get a move on. We can get Lando Norris. I don't believe place that front wing as well. Down the inside of this corner, same what I did to Doohan, a little bit more. Our teammate Pierre Gasly, and that's a Spinala for Gasly, and that's going to be a red flag because some of the grid couldn't be bothered to get past him as well. No one actually retired from that, so yes, that is what happens with increased red flags. They haven't changed that on this game. Just thought I'd put them on increased. I usually leave them on standard for career mode, I should point out. So we can move to the grid though.
Cannot be serious!
The game has decided to give me a 10th place penalty just for no reason there. 5 red lights from 14th, not 4th, and away we go. And I've just had an excellent start. Look at that. How many places is that? 7, 8 places gained at the start. Just like that. as well. I'm going to try and outdrag Piastri here. Piastri's using his battery. I'm just going to... I was not happy after that. You know, I'd worked hard for P4, and in the end, the game decides to mug me off. But I think that I'm going to be back in P4 by the end of this lap, or near to it as well. You know, this was our chance to have a go at Norris and Verstappen. And down the inside there, Leclerc up to P5 already. Well, and that's George Russell, and he's had his Spinala, and Hamilton has been slowed up by him too, and Hamilton's going to go through him eventually. But yes, I think Russell is actually beached on that curb, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, well, he's not going to be beached on that curb, he's actually going to reverse. But nevertheless, there's a bit of front wing end plate that they want to clear up, so there's safety cars come out as well. So it's a bit of a gamble, but I'm going to move on to soft tyres. I think that, yes, I think these visions and potentially get that podium place or even better back. First up will be Gabriel Bortoleto down the inside of turn 1. Off into turn 1, but that we go. It's a double dive bomb here. Gasly out of the way, thank you very much. And we're up to P9 now. Gonna get the good traction here on Lance Stroll. Look to the right. Stroll's going to go defensive at turn 4. I'm going to take the racing line. I'll give him room on the inside here, and it's just the text up. Yuki Tsunoda hasn't had the best of races as well, and that's just battery. Purely Tsunoda's not given up, and again an overtake round the outside to turn 1. They're not going side by side. Unlike Albon and Hulkenberg, Albon doesn't have DRS. I do. I'm just going to blast past this lot as quickly as possible on the soft tyres. The two leaders aren't too far ahead, but I want to try and get as many positions as possible before the tyres go off. Round the outside here at turn 4 for the umpteenth time now on Alex Albon. Sorry, not Alex, on Carlos Sainz, excuse me. Leclerc's up here in the third now. So yeah, he's come out to try and get a podium. But I'm going to ruin Ferrari's day here and try and steal that podium eventually away on the run through turn 2, the fake turn 2, up to what we used to be turn 2 is now turn 3. It's just a comfortable move done here before the breakers over. Leclerc lights in the start of season 2, and away we go. It's a much better start than my teammate Alonso, up to P13 already, and there's just the parting of the ways down the middle of all of them. Up to P9, what a start! 5th place, Franco Colapinto, and that's who I've caught up to now. Sainz is very slow through that corner, and just able to cut through. The two Williams are going side by side as well. Will Albon be upset the fact that Colapinto's not stayed behind? Of course, Colapinto disobeyed that order IRL with his teammate Pierre Gasly as well in yesterday's race, so we'll have to wait and see how they get on. But Albon's lost out. Tsunoda's going to attack him here now as they go side by side, and Albon's lost out to Tsunoda, and he's going to come back at Tsunoda, but I've decided, you know what, let's make it 3 wide, why not? Down the inside, a little bit of curving, slight contact with Tsunoda there, but I'm in front of Albon there, and there was a bit of contact there. I don't know what he is expecting me to do there, but yeah, a bit of deja vu now as we've got the other Williams of Franco Colapinto in the way. Can I get in front of Tsunoda down here at turn 3, up the inside? There's a bit of tyre banging with Tsunoda as well, and then into the next corner. There's again contact. Hold on to P5, hopefully, potentially P4. Now it's safe. Now Norris is gone as we come round the final corner here, and Russell is asleep on the restart. Look at that, he's been left behind by Piastri. Also is down to P8, is now catching up to Fernando Alonso. There's a yellow flag up ahead. Safety car deployed. Nothing to see there. As we're going to come into the pits then to make our one and only stop under the safety car. And here's what happened. It was a crash between one of the Red Bulls and McLarens. There's a Ferrari that's out of the race without a wheel to it. It's Perez and I think that's Piastri. Is Piastri? Piastri was coming in, Perez wasn't, and then Piastri just collects Leclerc. Such unlucky for Leclerc. I mean, that's Perez and Piastri there. So goodness, it's all kicked off. It's all been thrown up. Safety cars come in then. Now it's about myself against Alonso. I've got the soft tyres. I need to make the most of these. And Alonso, what is he doing? He's going too slowly. I just waltzed past him. As well, he was doing about 5 miles an hour off the restart. Did he think we're doing another lap behind the safety car or something? I mean, I even had time to cut back to the racing line there. So yes, that has been the Phoenix84 Rewind of 2025. All that is left from 2025 to say a huge thank you for watching this year, for subscribing, liking, commenting as well throughout the year. I do really appreciate it as well. I want to thank you as well, if you've got to this point in the video, for spending sort of 20-25 minutes hanging around with me of your time, watching clips of mine from 2025. I'll be back in the new year with some more F1 related gameplay. For all that is left, I wish you all a very happy new year. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.